Man, I go through that, man. I don't know why, man. Even when it comes to just, and I know I shouldn't do this, man. Even when it comes to I overthink, and I care about what people think, right? In a certain degree, man. I know I shouldn't, but I sit here and I give a damn about what people think. I mean, it be, we all go through it in ways, but it like I hold certain motherfucker opinion to a standard that I know I don't need to.
My Mental Health Podcast with my dad Keith. Make sure to subscribe.
Yes. Welcome back to my Mental Health Podcast with your boy Keith, of course. Man, today's episode, man, I want to speak about overthinking, man. I know we all go through it. But man, I just want to speak on overthinking, man, and the way I move in my life and how I overthink, man, which I do on a daily, in a sense. I overthink about everything, man, every single thing, man. When it comes to everything, it's everything. But yeah, man. For these episodes, man, I want to give a definition of the topics I talk about, man. Obviously, I mean, everybody know the definition in a sense of what overthinking is, but I want to give Google definition, man. Google's definition to overthinking is to think about something too much or for too long. That's obvious, man. I do that a lot, man. I think about something for too much and too long for no reason, just overthinking. You know what I'm saying? It reminds me, man. Just even like I said, my week has been up and down this week, man. This week I want to speak on the down part of it, man. And how it correlates to my overthinking this week, man. About it's a funny story though. It is a funny story, but it wasn't funny at the time it happened. But man, about 2 weeks ago, man. Again, for those who don't know, I just bought my new house. We just bought our new house. I said it in the last episode. And so I'm a yard working nigga, man. I like to get out there in that yard, man. I like to go cut grass and salute to my dad, man. He just gave me a riding lawnmower, man. My backyard, man, it has a slope in the backyard, man. It's a hill, man. And pushing that lawnmower, you can call me lazy, man. I'm in my mid-30s. You can call me lazy, man, but I don't like pushing that motherfucker, man. I don't like pushing it. So he gave me his old riding lawnmower. He got a new one, man. Salute you, dad. And I was so geeked about getting that lawnmower, man. Like I said, this happened about 2 weeks ago. I was so geeked about getting the lawnmower, man. I just jumped out. Mind you, my grass ain't been cut. We just moved in here about two months ago, so the grass ain't been cut probably about for over the whole winter. You know what I'm saying? So still got high grass and all that stuff like that. So I'm so geeked. I jumped on the lawnmower. No protective gear on. I had shorts on, short sleeve shirt, and high grass. And then my backyard is a hill, and it goes into a slope, and it goes into a wooded area. It's wooded there. You know what I'm saying? So my ass jumped on the lawnmower, man. I'm doing good, man. Cut the whole yard, front, back, this and that and the third. But I got to the end of the back, and I get down. I go down the slope of the hill, and I get stuck. So I'm thinking, I'm like, well, shit, because I'm trying to throw it in reverse. I'm trying to throw it in reverse because right in front of me, where I'm going, the part I'm going down, in front of me is about no more than maybe 3 feet is the woods. So I'm thinking, I'm just gonna ride down here, hit a quick curve, hit a quick turn, and don't go in the woods, and then just get the little bit I can. I mean the extra I can get out of that grass. But that was unbeknownst to me. That was unbeknownst to me. I'm sorry. That was the wrong thing to do. Right? That was the wrong thing to do because I got stuck. So I'm thinking that high grass, I was cutting it low. So I'm thinking that the blades. For those who don't know, I mean, I'm sure people don't cut grass, but raising the blades, you can adjust the blades on how you want the grass cut. So I had it very low. So I'm thinking to just, raise my blades up. Maybe I could throw that motherfucker in reverse. That wasn't the case at all. I got stuck. So I'm thinking, I'm like, all right, well, let me get off. My next thought is, let me get off the lawnmower. I could try to get it, I'll cut it off. I could try to pull it back and try to, get it out of that area. I go to pull the motherfucker back, and I try to get off, not pull it back. I tried to get off, and the motherfucker started rolling back in the woods, like as I was trying to get off, because I had my foot on the pedal. It started rolling towards the woods. So at this point, like I said, I was on about 3 feet away. At this point, I'm in the woods, like stuck in the woods. Nigga, I done drove in the woods. So I done got stuck. I'm yelling Ain't nobody out there with me, but I'm yelling out to the house. That, mind you, the house is behind me. I'm yelling out to the house like, babe, man, I'm stuck. She had that, had to, yeah. Salute to my wife, man. She came out there. She had, she got on the lawnmower as I got off so I could pull it back, the little bit I can pull back. And, she helped me, she had to put the rest of it back. But, to continue with my story, man, I seen little, I seen the little bugs. Like I said, it was high grass and woods back there, but I seen the little bugs and whatever jumping up and down, little shit flying around. So I ain't thinking nothing of it or whatnot. But I got stuck in there. I was stuck in there for about 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever. But to get back on for my week, while I was saying my week has been up and down. Fast forward, man, around Tuesday of this week, man, I started feeling some bumps. Bumps started coming up on my forearms, man. Like early Tuesday afternoon, like on my left forearm, they start coming up like little small little ass bumps. And then late that Tuesday afternoon, it was bumps on my right forearm. So I'm tripping. I'm like, man, the hell going on? Then I start a day later, I start feeling them on my ankles, on my legs. It started kind of like getting worse. I'm like, and that's what the overthinking come in. I'm like, man, what the fuck going on with me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't did anything different this week. I haven't ate anything different this week. I drive the same truck at work or whatnot, and I haven't did anything different. So I'm like, I'm kind of overthinking, like, you know what I'm saying, and the shit kind of getting worse. And I'm like, I got to overthinking, like, man, do we got bed bugs? If I got flea bitten or something, man, if I got a disease or whatever the fuck it is, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, no, you know what I'm saying? Because it ain't never happened to me, man. This ain't never happened to me. So, I'm like, but again, at this point, I'm not thinking about what happened 2 weeks ago. I'm not thinking about me cutting that grass because it's been 2 weeks. I mean, if anything happened to me then, I felt like it would have been, it would have came then, but it's 2 weeks later. So, I'm thinking, I'm like, well, hopefully nothing wrong that serious or whatever. So I'm like, at the end of the week, if it gets too bad, or not getting better, I'm gonna go see, I'm gonna go see the doctor. I'm gonna go to the urgent care up the street. Salute the urgent care, man, and Piedmont, man, they dope, man. But anyway, I ended up going to the emergency room, not emergency room. I went to the urgent care, and the lady, the doctor, man, cooler doctor, man, she was like, man, she asked me them same questions. How you been doing anything different this week? Have you, you eaten anything? Are you allergic to anything? I'm like, nah, I'm none. My week has been, I'm doing the normal shit I do. So, she went and, trying to figure it out. And she came back with basically, cause it got a little worse. It's like little bumps on my arm that, kind of like was bit, like it looked like I got bitten, and that's what it was. It's something called chiclets or chitterets or something. We Google, man. She told me the name, but then my wife ended up Googling what, how they look and what they bite like. But they jump in your skin, and what she said is they burrow in your skin and they jump in and they sit there and they bite and all this. And we Googled it. It says the symptoms could come between 2 days after you've been bitten or up to 2 weeks. So that's why I didn't know what the hell was going on, because this shit happened 2 weeks ago. I ain't paying no attention. I'm like, this can't, if something happened, it had to happen then. So, man, I had to get a little steroid shot in my ass, man. I ain't like that shit. It wasn't directly in my ass. It was like right above my cheek type shit or whatnot, man. Salute to them doctors, man. They was ladies, man. They was funny. They were real funny about it, man. Made me feel comfortable about it. That was a steroid shot to get it, to get it down. Then she gave me some antibiotics, obviously. And then she gave me this cream, man. This cream that I had to put on my from my neck down or whatever to my ankles or whatever, all my whole body or whatever. I only had to do it at one time, but I had to keep it on for between 8 to 14 hours or whatever. So it's kind of helping, man. It's getting better, man. It's calming down. It's the little pills she gave me, the antibiotics, and she gave me some steroid pills too, man. And man, that shot, bro, had me right, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shot had me right, man. That shit was feeling good, dog. But I guess I see why they do that shit. I don't know, man. But that shit was feeling right, man. But salute the doctors out of Piedmont, man. I can't remember the nurses and doctors, man. I can't remember their names, but salute to y'all, man. That was the down part of my week, man, because just going back to the overthinking, man. I was just overthinking everything like I was about to die. You know what I'm saying? just like I was about to die. I mean, obviously it wasn't no life or death situation, thank God, but my brain just go everywhere. For those who don't know me, man, like, man, I sit up here, I overthink, man. I really overthink. And I overthink about a lot of shit I don't need to overthink about, man. Just sit there and barrel in my goddamn head about just everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting out of that, man. I'm getting out of that. But I go through that. I'm sorry, I've got hiccups, my bad. But I go through that, you know what I'm saying? And me going through that, man, it kind of goes into me overthinking about, what people think and stuff like that. I try to be in other people's head. Like for some reason, I care for what people think. I mean, I said I'm gonna be transparent on here. I'm gonna be transparent. I want to be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? And sorry, man, I just got the hiccups out of nowhere. But I want to be transparent and vulnerable, and say that I too care. I know I'm not supposed to, but I care about what people think in a certain degree, man. I know I shouldn't, but I sit here and I give a damn about what people think. I mean, it be, we all go through it in ways, but it like I hold certain motherfucker opinion to a standard that I know I don't need to. You know what I'm saying? From when it comes to just random motherfuckers or people over the internet or anything like that, man, which leads to my next thing about overthinking is when it comes to me doing this podcast, man. First of all, I want to salute my wife, man, for putting that battery in my back to continue. To do it. You know what I'm saying? To actually get out here and do it, man. And I want to salute to my boy, man, politicking with Lance, man. My boy gave me the game, man. He was cool about it. You know what I'm saying? He been doing his podcast, I think, for about 3 or 4 years, and he was giving me the game, and about getting equipment. You know what I'm saying? Just getting out there and doing it and all that stuff like that, man. And I did it, man. And I salute them for that. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, man, I was overthinking, man. I've been thinking about this podcast and doing it for about 2 or 3 months now, and just my first thought was giving a fuck with what somebody thought about me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been on social media in a while, man. It's been about 4 or 5 months, man. I got off social media to for my own personal reasons and mental health and all that stuff like that. But I because of that, you know what I'm saying? Because I care. I compare myself and I care about what motherfucking thing, which I know I shouldn't. I'm grown as hell. You know what I'm saying? But I still go through that. Like I said, I want to be vulnerable and transparent, and I'm telling y'all this shit. This is what I go through, and sometimes I hold people's opinion that don't even matter, man. Motherfucker from my old high school, motherfuckers from goddamn old past people, friendships and shit like that I dealt with, and even new people, man, new friendships, and just random motherfuckers, man, random people, man. You know what I'm saying? But that was the first overthinking I did about this podcast is to just worried about what people would think, man. They say that podcasting is the new rap. You know what I'm saying? That everybody trying to get in it, everybody trying to jump in it and stuff like that, and that wasn't my thing, man. I wanted to, again, like in the first episode, I wanted to get off. Like I said in the first episode, I wanted to get off my shit, man, to feel comfortable to get my shit off and talk. I'm not looking to be the next big podcast and no shit like that, man. I just wanted to find an outlet to get my shit off, talk my shit, you know what I'm saying, and get and tell y'all about my everyday life and what I go through mentally, you know what I'm saying. I feel comfortable doing it, man, and I appreciate myself for getting out there and doing it. But that was one of my first thoughts. My other one is should I do it? Like, I was overthinking, like, should I do it? Should I do it? Should I not do it? You know what I'm saying? Because it is, everybody want to jump in podcast. You shouldn't do a podcast because it's saturated and all that shit like that, man. Fuck all that, man. If you want to do something, do it, man. I'm learning that. I know I should have been learning that. I'm in my mid-30s, but I'm learning that now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, ain't no better time than now to learn it. You know what I'm saying? So you want to do something, man, do that shit, man. Don't worry about podcasting, whatever the fuck you want to do. This was my thing. I wanted to get in here and do this. And I was overthinking that, and just the equipment. Sometimes it's even just buying the equipment. It's like, I want to buy it, but am I gonna stick to it? That's the type of person I am too, man. I feel like I don't stick to shit I do, but I'm gonna stick to this. Gonna stick to this podcast and all that stuff like that. But yeah, man, that's what it is, man. That overthinking, man. And they say, man, I mean, that was my thing, and I'm glad I'm glad I did it, man. I'm glad I jumped out here, man. That was part of one of my highs of my week, is the fact that I got a lot of love, man. I got a lot of love on people sharing my reels, people sharing my stories, man. Following my new pages, subscribing to my YouTube, all that stuff, man. So I want to salute y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for doing that, man. And that salute go to y'all, man. That was one of my highs of the week, man. So that was dope. But they say for the overthinking, man, they say the solution to overthinking is to find out that problem that you're overthinking about, whatever that problem you're overthinking about, is find a solution. That's what that solution is find a solution. That way your brain won't wallow and stay in that only thought that you're having for, minutes, hours, or whatever, days, or whatever the case may be, man. Find that problem. I mean, you got the problem. I mean, to say now, find a solution to it and let that go, man. Don't sit on nothing. Don't sit on. And I'm learning that myself. Don't sit on shit, man. I found the problem, and it wasn't a problem in a sense, but my problem was overthinking about the podcast. My solution was just to do it. Fuck it, just do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did, man. And I'm doing it, and I appreciate everybody for listening and tuning in to me, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up and everything like that, man. I salute y'all, and I'm happy to be here to vent to y'all about my week and what I go through mentally and all that good stuff, man. Again, like I said in the last episode, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. It can't be no other way but to get better. If y'all could continue to support me, man. Subscribe to my YouTube, man. Subscribe to my YouTube. Click that subscribe button, man. Click that notification bell, man. I'm gonna continue to drop content. You know what I'm saying? Follow my socials. You know what I'm saying? My Instagram. You know what I'm saying? My YouTube and my TikTok, man. All my Mental Health Podcast 1. All of it. All the handles is there. You know what I'm saying? And I salute y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for continuing to listen to me. I just got started, so I'm going to keep it going, man, and I'm going to keep the support, man. Y'all keep supporting me, and I'm going to keep this battery in my back, man, and keep it moving, man. And like I said before, man, y'all, I appreciate y'all for being here, man. Y'all could have been anywhere else, but you here with me. And again, I'm going to end this motherfucker, and I'm out this bitch, man. Straight up and down. Yeah, you feel me?